Hi, I'm Lori, and I love books and Alice's Adventure in Wonderland. When I did my recent reads last, I didn't include 4 of the books that I had read for Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. I figured I could put them over here. So the first one is Disney's Wonderful World of Reading, Walt Disney's Alice in Wonderland. And this is a little book based on the Disney classic cartoon. And it was a very fun little book, quite easy to read, definitely follows along with the movie. And then the next book is Alice in Wonderland, illustrated by Renee Cloak, and I really enjoyed this book because it's a different illustration than the John Janelle classic ones, and they're very light spring colors. Alice has a peachy pink dress instead of the typical blue dress, and I just really enjoyed it. It's always nice to find something that's a little bit more unique than just the Disney stuff. And then the next book, I was very glad I finished reading this year because it had been on my TBR for a while, and that's the 150th Anniversary Deluxe Edition, The Annotated Alice, edited by Martin Gardner. And so you have the stories from Lewis Carroll, Alice in Wonderland, and Through the Looking Glass, as well as annotations, and then there's a lot of other things in it, like the story of the Wasp in the Wig, which is a deleted chapter, possibly, or episode in Through the Looking Glass. And I really wanted to enjoy all of it, but some of the annotations were just kind of a little boring, or I felt unnecessary. I did like the fact that it would show the John Janelle illustration as well as the other artist's illustration of these books. And then I also enjoyed the fact that it had Lewis Carroll's poems, like Twinkle Twinkle Little Bat, but then it also included the original source material that he used to kind of mock or inspire, turn into something a little bit more ridiculous, like the original Twinkle Twinkle. So I did appreciate that, and I'm definitely glad I finished reading such a nice book this year. And then the last book I read was Walt Disney, Choose Your Own Adventure, Alice's Wonderland Adventure, a Bantam book. And this is where you basically can choose how the story goes. So you start at the beginning, and then you can choose different things, and it'll take you to different pages. You're playing a little girl alongside Alice. So you're not replacing Alice, you're playing alongside Alice. And it's inspired by the Disney cartoon, but it's not following it exactly. And you usually need one character in each little story, and there's I think 7 different stories. So I definitely really enjoyed this. It does say there are 5 other books like this, so if I find any more, I definitely will be getting them. And so those were the last 4 Alice in Wonderland books I read this year in 2022. The next part is me showing you some of my Christmas gifts for this year. So I got 2 new charms. I got a little purple mushroom, and these are both from Charm It, and a little pink flamingo, and they're for my charm bracelet, which I've shown before. And I have a pink flamingo, but it's much smaller and less detailed. So I did want to get a, so I'm glad I have a new one, so you can see the difference. So they might be about the same height, but the amount of detail is quite different. And this one's a little wider and kind of has a more expressive face, so I'm glad I have those 2. And then I like doing journals and art journals as well as written journals. So I found this one first from Hobby Lobby, and it has a little mushroom charm and this little fairy forest type scene. But when I got it, it was like wrapped in plastic, and I didn't take it out of the plastic until after I bought it. And all the pages are just blank, no lines or anything. So this will probably be an art journal now instead of a traditional journal where you write. And so I was like looking for one that I could actually write in, and I found this one at Target, which does have lines. And so probably definitely be using this one this year, and then that one I might do some painting in or other type of artwork in. So I got those two, and then for just general books, I got a bookmark from Barnes & Noble of 2 ballerinas, and it's got like a little Christmas gift on it, and so I definitely think it's a very pretty bookmark. And then I got a gift card as well with a little Pegasus on it. And then the last thing I got was this book of Alice in Wonderland origami. So when I first saw this book, I was like imagining something much smaller, but it came like this. And then instead of it being just like shapes, like I was kind of thinking, it has the illustrated page. So when you are folding it, this will become the face of Alice, and then the dress with the blue and white. And so I had got it because I wanted to try some of these things. And then now that I have it, I'm like, it's so nice. I'm not sure I want to use any of the paper, but that's like what the Alice would look like completed. So let me know what you think. Should I try to make some of these shapes into our papers into origami, or should I just save it as it is? Also, if you got any wonderful Alice in Wonderland treats for your winter holidays, let me know in the comments below. Thank you all for spending time with me today. I hope you have a happy New Year's, and until next time, have a lovely time reading. Bye!